everybody. I'm Jeff.
I'm Beth.
And we're here for another, okay. NASA wants its moon dust and cockroaches back. Now.
Okay.
The space agency wants to halt the sale of moon dust collected in 1969 that was later fed to cockroaches to determine if the lunar rock posed any threat to terrestrial life. In Boston, I guess, NASA wants its moon dust and cockroaches back. The space agency has asked the Boston-based R&R auction to halt the sale of moon dust collected during 1969 Apollo 11 mission that has subsequently been fed to cockroaches during an experiment to determine if the lunar rock contained any sort of pathogen that posed a threat to terrestrial life. The material, a NASA lawyer said in a letter to the auctioneer, still belongs to the federal government. Where do they get it from? That would be my question.
The moon.
Who brought it from the moon? The material from the experiment included a vial with about 40 milligrams of moon dust and 3 cockroach carcasses. Was expected to sell for at least $400,000.
$400,000 for dead cockroaches.
And some moon dust. But it has been pulled from the auction block, R&R said Thursday. All Apollo samples, as stipulated in this collection of items, belong to NASA, and no person, university, or other entity has ever been given permission to keep them after analysis, destruction, or other use for any purpose, especially for sale or individual display. It went on, we are requesting that you no longer facilitate the sale of any item and or all items containing the Apollo 11 lunar soil experiment, the cockroaches, slides, and post-destructive testing specimen. I assume it's just talking about the dust.
Yeah.
By immediately stopping the bidding process. In another letter dated June 22nd, NASA's lawyer asked R&R Auction to work with the current owner of the material. The current owner, the remaining letters to the owner of the material, to return it to the federal government. I wouldn't do it.
Nope.
Why would I be wanting to give up my ownership of this dust and the cockroaches and whatever? It's worth money.
Right.
Apollo 11 mission brought more than 47 pounds of lunar rock back to Earth. Wow. Some was fed to insects, fish, and other small creatures to see if it would kill them. No, they would warp like the movie Species.
Yes.
The cockroaches who were fed moon dust were brought to the University of Minnesota, where Miriam Brooks dissected and studied them. I found no evidence of infectious agents. Who died in 2007. Told the Minneapolis Tribune for an October whatever story. She found no evidence that the moon material was toxic or caused any ill effects in the insects, according to the article. But the moon rock and the cockroaches were never returned to NASA. Instead displayed at Brooks' home. Her daughter sold them. Here we go. Her daughter sold them in 2010, and now they are up for sale again by a consignor who R&R did not disclose. It's not unusual for a third party to lay claim to something that is being auctioned. NASA has a track record of pursuing items related to early space programs, although they have been inconsistent in doing so. By its own admission, NASA acknowledged in one of its letters that it did not know about the previous auction of the cockroach experiment items. We have worked with NASA before and have always cooperated with the U.S. government when they lay claims to items. Like I said, at the end of the day, we want to act appropriately and lawfully. R&R Auction is holding on to the lot for now, but ultimately is up to the consignor to work something out with NASA. Well, yeah, they're not going to get in the middle. Okay. So what do you think of the cockroaches and moon dust? It's a moon dust, baby.
Well, I'm not surprised that the moon dust didn't even kill the cockroaches. So I mean,
Well, I guess there's remember they were also given to fish and a few other things, but I guess there's the cockroaches and that particular part of the dust or whatever was then sent over to a university for them to be able to check them out. And I'm sure all the different ones are scattered to different universities with different personnel working on them in order to be able to, I guess, get possibly, different ideas and that kind of stuff, which I guess I can see. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, here's the problem, is that U.S. law, it's like 9/10 of U.S. law is, well, I have it in my hand, so it means I own it.
right?
No matter what it is or whatever it happens to be. And unless you have irrefutable evidence stating that or something was stolen from you, the police report, blah, 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 you can claim anything you damn well like. It doesn't make any difference. Possession is 9/10 of the law. So, yeah. So it's interesting, and so in order to be able to see what comes of that, but we want our cockroaches and moon dust back. So yes, I have heard stories out there about some of the moon stuff, and there's even especially like satellites that have crashed to the planet. Those things go up for sale. Because there's, they were U.S. property, but as soon as they come crashing into the planet, they don't really belong to anybody anymore. Unless they're you up to be able to, find them and, reclaim them. Because that's what happened a lot of times and stuff. When when satellites come crashing into the back end of the planet, where's it going to go? That's a big thing. All right. Any last comments about this thing?
No.
Okay. All right. So there's leave a like and share the story. Make any comments you like down below, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.